Pam Morin, Creative Memories Advisor. Welcome to my Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. If you're wondering what that means, what is Scrap Your Stash? Well, that means that we are using up all of our supplies, right? All of the things that we have in our stash. Our stash is our papers and our die cuts and our stickers and our laser cut borders, our sayings, our mat packs, all of those supplies that we use in our albums to preserve our memories. And that is what you see here are all of my albums behind me. And my stash is here in these Stampin' Storage shelves, which I love a lot. Side note, they are having a 15% off free shipping sale right now. So if you are needing some of these storage options for your stash, use my affiliate link and head on over and check out what they have. They have tons of things for storage. These drawers are Stampin' Storage. All of these paper holders are Stampin' Storage down here too. I have another set of drawers over there. And then down at the very bottom of my shelf, you cannot see it, is another set of drawers that I have for my cards. So, side note, I did not include that link here, but if you would like that link, please email me and I would be happy to send you my Stampin' Storage affiliate link so you can shop with me there as well. All right, I have so many fun things to talk about tonight, lots to go over. So I'm going to start off with all of these deals that are going on right now on my website. We still have this great deal going on where when you spend when you spend 50, you get 15 off. They have a whole category under the deals menu on my website with tons of great things in their spring cleaning. So go check that out. Purchase any of those spring cleanup specials in that category and you get $15 off for every 50 you spend. There is a limit of $75 off per order. So $75 you can save on the supplies that you need. Another great, I'm sorry, I want to show you this. So here are the items that they had as of April 25th. Now that has been, last week that they started this. So I don't know that all of these things are still out there. They are selling out. So you want to go check this out. This was the list that they provided when the sale started. So those are the things that are in the spring cleanup sale. Another special that's going on is you get a free punch or border maker cartridge of your choice for every punch or border maker cartridge you order. And they do have a list of, here are the ones that are included in this sale. You can buy any of these. If you buy any of these, you get to choose from this list for free. So those are two specials going on right now, the $15 for every 50 and the buy one, get one free punches and border maker cartridges. So go check those out. Now, I want to let you know about a sale that I have going on, and this is exclusive to my customers. I have a special Facebook group for just my customers. So if you are one of my customers and you would like to join that group, please contact me and I will get you that link so you can come and be in my VIP group. And customers means you've purchased from my website or you've purchased at one of my events. So I'd love to add you to that group so you can be in my VIP because I have a buy one, get one free punches and I have all of my punches out there. I don't have specific ones that are included. They're all included. So if you buy a punch, you get a punch free. So check that out. If you're not in the group, send me a message and I'll get you in that group if you are a customer. I also have opened this sale up to my team members. So if you are on my team, you can go out to our Facebook group and see the punches. that I have, and let me know if you are interested in any of them. So if you would like to participate in the sale, you either have to be a customer of mine or you have to be on my team. And I'm happy to welcome you to my team. I do these kind of special events all year long for my team. All right. So what's next? Let me see what I have here. What is next in my list? Is this, okay, we already talked about that one. Let's talk about this one. So this month, it is May. Can you believe it? May 1st today. Happy May. May Day, is that what it is? I can't believe we're into May already. And just want to say that we had a very blessed event happen today on May 1st. My niece had her first little baby boy this morning, and we wish her well, and they're both doing fine. I'm happy to have another birthday in the family in May. All right. So let's talk about what we're doing in May for Scrap Your Stash. For Scrap Your Stash, our tool spotlight is the frame and border punches. So we will be using frame and border punches this month. We will also have one Wednesday this month that we will be working on our calendar albums. And I don't have that close at hand. Let me grab it. Hold on. Okay, I want to give you that date so that you guys can have your calendar albums. I've had several people tell me that they are working on calendar albums, which is very exciting to me. I'm so happy to hear that. I apologize. I don't have the right notebooks, so I don't have that date for you. But I believe I'm doing the calendar album the second Wednesday every month. So get your calendar albums out and ready. We're going to be working on those either next week or the following week. And I will put it in my event when I'm advertising my Scrap Your Stash, so you'll know that it's calendar album week. All right, so frame and border punches in May. That is the tool spotlight, which I'm excited. I love my frame and border punches. All right. Let's see. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about are my upcoming events. We haven't shown the calendar lately, so I wanted to give you the full calendar. The next Friday night virtual crop is on May 10th, and that will be the Creative Memories virtual crop night. So we'll be making the sketches from the Creative Memories virtual crop. They will also be opening the secret box that night with Noreen in the virtual crop group. So if you do not have secret box number 2, then hop on over to my website. It is 10% off until May the 10th. And if you are someone that does not like to purchase without seeing, then please send me a message and I will send you pictures of what is in the secret box. It is really cute. And you can get a little bit of a hint by the marketing pictures that they use for the secret box. You can't see this very well, but the colors are always a clue of what color palette is in there and what types of patterns and die cuts are in there. But I can send you a picture. I'm happy to do that. I always open mine for people that want to see it ahead of time. No worries. All right, let me jump back to my events. So Friday night virtual crop is May the 10th. Scrapbooking 101 is, I changed that too. I moved that from May 27th because I believe May 27th is Memorial Day weekend. I moved the Scrapbooking 101 to May 13th. So I need to update this calendar. I apologize for that, but these dates just are tentative. So May 13th is Scrapbooking 101. Scrappy Thursday is May 16th. And my next group virtual crop is August the 3rd. I had planned to have a group virtual crop this weekend, and I did cancel that because I'm going to be attending my downlines scrapbooking weekend. And, I like to support my team when I can, and I get to scrapbook and work on my albums. So I'm excited about being able to go to a weekend crop and being able to help hang out with my team member and support her in what she is doing. So I did cancel that virtual crop for this weekend, but Creative Memories is having a virtual crop on Saturday. They're doing a special National Scrapbook Day. They're actually going to have a virtual crop on National Scrapbook Day. So join the virtual crop group because that's happening this weekend. They're having a special virtual crop. All right, here is the second page of my calendar. The next Brookville Library Crop is June 29th. The next Vandalia Library Crop is August 17th. I don't have one scheduled yet for Wilmington Stroop. Stay tuned, I will. And then my next retreat is September 6th through the 8th. That is in Palestine. And then I do have a November retreat, and that is at a new venue. We are trying this out for the first time this year at the Western Buckeye Christian Service camp. And I've heard great things about that venue. So come join us for that one as well. All right. Those are all of the events and the specials going on this month. All right. I think I got through all of that. Let me just jump on and see who's here. Hello, Janice. Hello, Margie. Hello, Karen. Glad to see you guys. I hope you're having a great week. All right. Let me turn on my camera for my table, and we're going to jump over there. So tonight we are going to make a fun layout using the frame / border punch. And before we start, I just want to do a little bit of an explanation of all of the great border punching systems that Creative Memories has. I've had a couple questions recently, so I just wanted to refresh your memory about all of the options that we have and what each one of them does. So the one that we're using tonight is the geometric frame and border punch. Now, you know that a border punch is also a frame punch by the tray. If the border punch has this silver line down the tray in the middle of the silhouette, then you know it is also a frame border punch. Okay, so this type of border punch does two things. It makes frames and it makes borders. So you get double your pleasure with these types of punches. Now, we do have border punches that only do borders. There are probably ways that you can use these borders to make frames as well as these, but these are the ones that are designed to do that. So these are the two types of border punches that we have. They are standalone. You don't need anything else to use these but your paper. And they're great for beautiful borders. Let's give a measurement here. I'm sure it says it on my website, but they are, let's just say almost 2 inches. It's like an inch and 1 3/4 inch wide borders. Let me see this one too. Yeah, 1 3/4 inch wide borders. Okay, so they give you nice, beautiful borders, lots of choices here. And these are the ones that are part, I don't know if it's these two, but border punches are part of that buy one, get one sale that's going on now. So these are part of that sale. Also part of that sale are the Border Maker cartridges that go with the Border Maker cartridge system. This is the system that we highlighted last month. So there are several videos out on my YouTube channel that you can check out that we made layouts using this system. And for this system, you have 3 different pieces that you need. The paper holder, this is the piece that you slide your paper in order to punch the border. So you flip the tray up, you flip the arm up, you slide your paper in underneath the arm, butt it up against the ledge on the tray, all the way up there because you want your paper straight. Put the arm down, fold the tray back under so that your paper is sticking out. And then you're going to put your cartridge in the punch mechanism. You're going to slide the paper in the slit here, and you're going to line up this notch to this notch, and you're going to punch 6 times down your paper with the punching mechanism. And you'll feel these 2 little knobs lock in tight under here in all of these indents so that you know it's not going to slip while you are punching your border. So you're going to lock it in, line up those notches, lock it in, and punch. And you'll do that 6 times all the way down. Okay, so that is our border maker system. So people always ask me, which one do I prefer to make borders? Which one do I like better? And that is a very hard question to answer because I like them each for different reasons, for different uses. I like the Border Maker cartridge system when I'm going to crops like this weekend because it's easy to travel with. These are a little heavier. The border punches are a little heavier. But I love the patterns or the icons or whatever, the border patterns that these make because they are a little bit bigger. Border maker cartridges are about 1 inch wide. So these are a little wider. They give you a wider border than the Border Maker cartridges do. But like I said, I do like to travel with the Border Maker system, and especially since this year we released the storage for this great organizer, Border Maker organizer, that has all of the slots, 2 trays, and you can take tons of border cartridges with you to the crops. This is designed especially for this system. And so it makes it even more easier to travel because you can take a lot with you in this organizer, and these are lighter than these punches. Okay, so I just wanted to talk briefly about the variety that we have of border punches and what options you have. Okay, so last week we used the Border Maker system because that was our tool spotlight to make this layout, and I didn't have it finished, so I wanted to share it with you. Not only did we decorate our mats last week with our die cuts, but we also made this cute border here. The tent and tree Border Maker cartridge is what we used to make this little scene down here with tents and trees. And then I finished it up after our session and wanted to share that with you. Just so you could see, this punch right here is the Border Maker cartridge system. The Border Maker system is what I used for this border. And so tonight we're going to use this type of border to make a layout. Also, just to share with you some more layouts from our Friday night virtual crop last week. We had a blast. We made some fun layouts from sketches. They had a sketch challenge going on from the Creative Memories virtual crop group. And these are the sketches, the layouts that we made from those sketches in our Friday night virtual crop. So be sure and join us on May 10th. We have a great time making sketches together. And so tonight, I have some of this beautiful, totally tonal tangerine left from the sketches that we did last Friday. And I'm going to use up this totally tonal tangerine tonight. Whoa, TTT, totally tonal tangerine tonight. This is still available out on the website. So go check that out. I love the totally tonals. I can't remember if any of them are in the spring cleaning special. You'll have to go check that out on my website. But they are a lot of fun to make layouts with. They have some, and if you're wondering what the totally tonal means, it means the colors are tone on tone. So it's the same color tones in the collection, on the papers, in the patterns, tone on tone. So you see it's orange, the orange tone, and it's a lighter shade of that orange tone and a darker shade of that. So tone on tone means it's got the same tones in the patterns on the paper. Okay. So let's get started. I had these pieces left over from the Friday night virtual crop. And like I said, I wanted to use these up tonight. Plus, we're going to have some fun with this frame and border punch. So I had these two pieces, but you can see that I used part of this one in one of my layouts. But then I had these two pieces here. I've already put this one down, but I had these two pieces. So I thought, well, I'll just adhere this to the top and to make this 12 by 12, back up to 12 by 12. So I am going to do that now with you guys, just to show you how you can weld two pieces together to make them that 12 by 12 size to use for your layout. All right, so I'm just going to line up this piece here on my mat, just get it nice and straight on my 13-inch mat. And then I can just line this piece up in the corner so that I'm at 12 inches and adhere it down just like that. I've already got my photo tape on the back. I love the photo tape, big long strands, whatever size you need, you make the size, and they are nice and strong. You guys know I love to use that photo tape for these long pieces. I love to use it for cardstock. It's just a great strong tape for designer paper and for cardstock. Okay, so there we go. I've got it straight on my paper. I'll just hold on to it so it doesn't shift. And I'm going to lift up the corner here and peel off the backing from my photo tape. Just a little piece, just so I can make sure I've got this lined up right. I think we're good. And then I can just slide that backing off. There we go. So now we have a full 12 by 12 piece again, just by putting that on there. And it seems pretty solid. If you wanted to weld another small little scrap here on the back, you could take another strip of 12 by 12 and just weld it on the back there. If you want to give it a little bit more support, totally up to you. Right now it seems pretty good. It's on there securely, so I'm okay with just that one piece of photo tape. I think it'll be fine. All right, so there we go. We've got a beautiful layout started just by two strips of paper, one at the top and one at the bottom, and paper that was left over. So you know that's always great to use up some of that paper. So I do love to cover up a seam. You don't have to. It looks just fine, just like this, but I do love to put a sticker or another border over a seam. I just love that look. And I'm going to use up some of my totally tonal summer stickers. And I'm going to use these, the yellow suns. And I think we're just going to have to put that up on some foam squares. I think that's just going to give it a nice lift to the page. And I'm going to use a little bit of my powder to remove some of the adhesive from this. So it is a pretty long border and pretty long sticker. I don't want any of it sticking down. And I may even use my foam tape instead of foam squares. I'm getting better at remembering to use that. All right. So let me show you. This is the foam tape. So you can make this in any size that you want. It gives your pieces a lift, a 3D effect, or you can use foam squares. We have 2 different sizes in those. I'm just not sure if this is going to be too wide for these smaller suns. So let's check this out real quick before we put it down on the whole thing. Yeah, I think it is a little bit too wide for this one. I'll just leave this here. I won't try and peel this off. We'll just leave it. I'm probably just going to use foam squares, though, on the rest of it. I'll just trim this off right here for now. Just a little bit too wide so you can kind of see it from the front. So we'll just put down a bunch of foam squares. But that foam tape is great for borders. It gives it a nice even lift. So you have that 3D effect. All right, and let me just trim off this little bit that we have hanging off the edge here. There we go. Wonderful. And then we have our border for the other side. Just take off a little bit of the sticky, a little bit of the adhesive so that it doesn't lay uneven on your layout. You want it all standing up at the same height and not drooping in some places. So this is just a little bag that I got from Close to My Heart. I'm sure that they have them. I know some people use baking soda just to take a little bit of the sticky off. It might be baking powder. I can't remember which. One of them is not good to use with your scrapbooking, and one of them is. So do a Google on that. Maybe it was talcum powder. I can't remember. So many different great ideas and options. All right, let's adhere these down. So just going to peel that backing off of the foam square. I am planning to use this layout for summertime, a nice sunny day outside, or for pictures of the garden, which I love to do. Maybe this will be one of the layouts that I put in my calendar album for summertime. Okay. So I will adhere that other one here in just a minute. So the next thing we want to do is we want to punch out a frame for our layouts. And I picked the geometric because this is a summer layout, because I've got my sun, and I thought this pattern looks just like the sun when you punch it on some yellow paper. So let's have some fun with this. All right. Got to find my yellow here. Okay, here are the pieces that I cut out, and these are 6 by 6. Just double checking. Yep, these are the ones. And when you are making a frame, you can make them any size you want, except it does have to be even increments. So you can use a 6 by 6. You could use a 6 by 8. You could use a 4 by 6, a 4 by 8, a 12 by 12, a 10 by 10, an 8 by 10, a 6 by 10. They just have to be even increments for both sides. It does not have to be a square. It can be a rectangle, but it just has to be in even increments. It can't be 7 by 9. It has to be in even increments. Okay. Now, what I like to do first when I am punching a frame, I like to punch my corners, all 4 corners first, because that way I don't accidentally punch too far down as if I'm punching a border and mess up the corners. So I'll show you what I mean. But just remember, do your corners first if you want a foolproof way not to mess up your corner. Okay. So we are going to line up the edge of our paper with that silver line on the tray. Remember I told you about, you'll know if a border punch is also a frame punch by that silver line, vertical line. See that silver vertical line going up the middle of the silhouette of the pattern, the border pattern. So you can see right here on the tray, the geometric shape, just like you see up here. This is the pattern that it's going to punch. You see that silhouette of that pattern on the tray. Okay. So for a frame punch, we are going to line up the edge of our paper on that silver line, and we're going to punch. That's what we're going to do first on all 4 corners. Line up the edge of your paper on that silver line. Make sure it's back up against the ledge on the back of the tray. And then I always just hold it there and punch. So it's going to look like this. Then we're going to turn it. We're going to line up the edge with that silver line. Make sure it's back up against the ledge so that it's nice and straight. Line up the edge of your paper on that silver line on the tray and punch. 2 more. Turn it, line up this edge with the silver line on the tray. Make sure it's back up against that ledge and punch. 1 more time. Turn it, line up that line, the edge of your paper with the line on the tray. Make sure your paper is back up against the ledge and punch. Okay, so your paper is going to look funky like this. But this is exactly how we want it to look. So now, let me get this out from under. Now we just need to punch the edges, okay? So now we're going to use the silhouette on the tray, just like we do for the border. We're going to line up this one that we just punched on that silhouette, and we're going to punch our next one. We're going to push it all the way back against the ledge. So this little piece right here is going to be back up against the ledge. Okay, so line this up, the one we just punched, line that up with the silhouette on the tray. Make sure your paper is back against the edge. It's small, so you can't really see it too well, but it's right there. Make sure it's back up against the edge. That little square is going to come off. And you can see how nice you have this rounded corner here. It's perfect. It's going around the corner. Okay. I'm going to turn this. I'm going to line this one up with the silhouette on the tray, making sure that the paper is all the way back against the ledge. And make our next punch. That little square comes off and we have a nice rounded corner. Line this up. With the paper back against the edge and punch. That little square comes off and we've got that nice rounded corner. And one more time. Line this up with the silhouette on the tray. Line up the pattern in your paper with the silhouette on the tray. Make sure the paper is all the way back against the edge and punch. That little corner is going to come off and you have this cute frame. Now, I did one last night and I messed it up and I want to show you the difference. You can see I made this punch and should not have made this punch because it's in the same line. It's not rounded like this. Okay, so this is what happened when I didn't punch my corners first. I made the wrong punch. So punch your corners first on all four sides. Line up the edge of your paper with that silver line, punch your corner, turn it, do that again, do that again, do that again. And then you'll line up that pattern with the tray silhouette and make the rest of your punches. It's really lots of fun and looks so cute. I love these little frames to put a picture in or to do journaling in. Whatever you want to do, they are a great decoration on your layout. All right, let me get my two sides back in here. We didn't put this one down yet, but I will put that one down here in just a minute. So lots of fun options with how we're going to use this frame. I thought, well, I could use it in the center. I could use it on the side. I have two of them, so I could put one on this side, one on that side. I also had a couple other pieces of paper left over. And so these are 4x4 size. And I thought, well, this looks cute to do a little lopsided square right in the center of that frame. How cute is that? And do a fun little picture in the middle. Let me get my little paper frames here. I could place a 3x4 picture right there in the middle. That looks cute. I like that. I also punched a larger size. These were 6x6, right? So this is what 6x6 looks like. I also punched one in an 8x8 and thought, well, that one I could put in the middle, and cut it down the middle so that it's part on each side of the layout, but it's running into my border here. So I don't think we'll be doing that, but I could use a bigger one on this side and have one smaller one or two smaller ones on this side. Lots of fun options. And then these little squares that are punched out when you are making the frame, I thought we would use those as well. We don't want to leave any kind of scrap. We're trying to scrap our stash, so let's use it all up. Something like that on each side. So lots of fun options for the frame punches. And I think probably what I'll do is one of these on each side with this fun little orange square in the middle of it. I just love the way that looks. Just like that. And then I just need to put some mats down for my photos. I don't have any cut yet, so I'll have to find some paper to use for my photo mats. This is tangerine, so I could use some tangerine cardstock. I've got, little pieces left over that I can use up as well. All right. Well, let me jump back over and see if anyone else is saying hi. If you're on, I would love to know where you're joining from. That's always fun to see where everyone is tuning in. Hello, Sandy. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're having a great summer. Hello, Sue. Hello, Sue Ellen. I'm late, but I'm here. Howdy from Texas. Hello, Sue Ellen. And hello, Kelly. Great to see you. Oh, thanks. Kelly says, this is neat. I never knew that on those. So on these border punches, I hope there's something new that we're all learning about our border punches tonight. All right. Well, I think that was all I have for you tonight. I'm going to finish up this layout. And as always, I will post it out in the groups where you're watching me from. Hey, Jody, how are you? Thanks for saying hi. And we will be back next Wednesday for Scrap Your Stash. We will be doing another tool spotlight with a border punch. And then the following week, we will be working on our calendar albums. So you all have a great rest of your evening and happy scrapping. I hope to see you real soon. And ladies, if you're going to the weekend retreat this weekend, I will see you there. And be sure to jump on the Creative Memories virtual crop on Saturday. It is a special edition for National Scrapbook Day, and I will be on there as well, and we can say hi. All right. You guys have a great week. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.